How's it feel wearing that Cardinal red?
Feels great. I'm really enjoying it here so far.
When you got the call and you signed here, how difficult was it to sign with the team and then not be able to have communication with practically anybody from the ownership level or management or coaches?
Yeah. Well, I kind of had that expectations going into it. I really wanted to know where I was going before the lockout happened. Everybody kind of knew that was going to happen. So I was a little prepared to, kind of have all communication shut off.
Was this a place where you wanted to play on
Yeah.
your destination list?
Yeah, it definitely was. After my season last year, the Cardinals were definitely top of my list. Great city, great team, amazing defense, throwing a Yachty, getting to see Wainwright work out there every day. And it's close to my home where I live in the offseason. It checked a lot of boxes, and I've always admired this organization and the way they do things. And so when they called, I was really excited.
You hear a lot of players who come here, they say they feel that tradition and that culture the moment they step foot in that locker room. What was that moment like to you where you were like, wow, like this is really St. Louis Cardinals baseball?
Yeah, it was refreshing. The expectations here are high from a character standpoint, on and off the field, and the way you go about your business. And it's a refreshing thing. It's exciting. It's excited to be part of that.
When they brought you in, what was their realistic viewpoint for you? What did they want you to accomplish as a starting pitcher for the Cardinals?
One of their big things when I talked to them before is they're kind of like, look at our defense. We think your stuff plays good into our 5 Gold Gloves and possibly even more. So that was really cool to hear that.
How excited are you to get to work alongside a guy like Yadier Molina and all the history that he has in this game and be able to rub off on him?
Oh yeah, that's huge. I was watching him as a kid, when he was beating the Mets in the NLCS. I was, from New York watching that game. So, it's going to be really cool to see, be able to work with him and learn from him.
Who else have you reached out to, or who reached out to you on this team that made you feel welcomed and say, all right, I'm here now?
Yeah, right away I got a call from Wainwright, just a welcome, talking to Goldschmidt a little bit. So, those two guys, yeah, definitely made me feel welcome, even though we were in a lockout and everything. It was still cool to hear from those guys.
So what did your offseason look like? Since, I guess it was a typical offseason in the sense you just couldn't talk to your team. What did you do to, I guess, get your body prepared for this moment right now?
Just the same as normal. Other than not talking to the team, it was just, business as usual. At this point, I kind of know what I need to get ready for a season. So I got a good place to work out with a good group of guys out there and to get everything done.
What are some of your fondest memories about playing against the Cardinals? Do you have any?
Well, it's kind of funny. My first Major League spring training, I faced the Cardinals and faced Yachty. It was my first Major League hitter in Major League spring training. So
how did that go?
I went 3-0 on him, then struck him out. So it was a good memory for me. I remember that was, I had such respect for him, and to be able to, get that was pretty cool.
When he gets here, you going to bring that up to him whenever you guys have a conversation?
No, definitely not.
For you, I guess, what's the biggest thing about your game that makes you so special and you unique?
I think the competitive nature. I love to go out there and compete. I love to learn how to get better. I'm never really content with where I'm at, and so I think being part of this team is really going to help that as well.
You're in the rotation now, but obviously we know there's a constant competition to get inside of that. How does that help you guys prepare better for the season?
Say that again now?
It's constant competition to get inside that rotation, obviously with everybody vying for a position. How does that make you better right now in spring training with all the competition and guys vying for your spot essentially?
Yeah, I think it is. It's good. It's always good to have some sort of healthy competition within your team as well. Everybody's pushing each other to be better, and I think it's a really healthy thing.
I know you've only been here for a short period of time, but what can this team accomplish? I know we have a lot of talent out there, but from your viewpoint, what do you think is the goal? I mean, I guess, what do you think is the sky for this team this year?
Yeah, I think World Series. I think go out, win the division, win the World Series. I think everybody believes in each other in the room in there, and I think it's very attainable.